So those two parts go back and forth, as you already know. And then we get to the breakdown period in the middle, which is akin to Children of the Grave by Sabbath, but of course in a very different key. We're going to stay in G minor. So when we finally get to the big stop, before Eric does his drum solos, we simply stop on a G like this. And Eric will play his drum solo. When he finally gets to the bottom of the highlighting roll that he does, we end up doing this. We repeat this G bar chord, I think for four measures before we actually begin the more Children of the Grave motif. So there's again with the B flat and A. And then we begin a different melodic part, which works along box 1 here in the key of G minor, where we start, I always start with my 3rd finger on the 5th fret like this, and then my 1st finger on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, pardon me, 2nd string on the 3rd fret. Then, as you might expect, I'll play a little bit slower. And at that point, I begin my solo after, I guess it's 4 repetitions of that. I begin a slow solo in the lower register in G minor, and with lots of delay and chorus, and then eventually move up to the 2nd register, and I'll play a more shreddy solo with wah up here, again in the key of G minor in the 2nd octave. And you can always tell because I start my lower solo with some whole and half notes that are very melodic like this. Or if I'd like to hit the correct note, instead of this low E, I'd hit F. And then I move up here in the upper register. And of course I don't play that, I play something around those notes with the 3rds inserted as well as the 4ths. And eventually we get through with the solo sections, and it comes back to this riff. That riff, the low melody there, I'll play it more slowly. Easiest way to play it is to form that G power chord right there, and then go up it. So that note, that note, that note, and then. So this is my index finger on the 4th string on the 3rd fret. I'm going to move my 3rd finger to the 5th string on the 5th fret, down a fret, down another fret, changes a little bit right there to go. So that's going up right there on the starting on the 3rd string, but this time on the 4th string, or pardon me, on the 3rd fret, this time on the 4th string. And it repeats that, and then of course it ends with an abrupt marcato like that, and that's how to play Gunslinger.